You see this quote, there's always hope so long as you're alive. Things are bound to get better so long as you're alive. And the thing that made me think about this quote, I can remember coming back from my friend's house, Buchi. I went to his house in Orifte to see him. And I hopped on the bus. It was already dark. I was going back to Ihiala, to my, father's house. And it teleported me. That whole thing took me back to, I think, 2022, when I was in my final year in university. I can remember going to Oka to do a project on being left-handed. And after the whole project thingy, it was already dark. I had to go from Oka back to Uli. It was already dark. Now, one thing that was happening during that period was I was very heartbroken. I mean, I can remember one thing. I bought Indomie at, the Oka Park. I've forgotten what it's called though, but I can remember buying Indomie and eating it inside that car and not finishing it. Me that is a foodie, not finishing it because my heart was wrapped with grief. Grief wrapped itself around my heart. Heartbreak wrapped itself around my heart. And it was just like, stay calm, baby. Not stay calm, but I will kill you. I will kill you with sadness and anger. So apparently I liked a guy that didn't like me, and I figured that he liked someone else. So I was just like, oh my gosh, this is sad. My life has scattered. So as I was going back to Oli, it was very dark, and I had all this like sadness, anger, bitterness in my heart about the heartbreak I was going through. I just felt like I was so depressed. I was so low in spirit, and I felt really hopeless. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to feel anyway. I was just down. I didn't even want to leave my house. My phone was on flight mode. I was just like incognito, if that's the right word. I don't know why I use incognito, but I used it anyway. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that I was absent from my own life. Now, fast forward to 2026, when I was inside this car and everyone was dark, I just started laughing. Because it's just like, Chiwendu, you have grown, oh. Because not only have you healed from that heartbreak, you have taken back your power from this person and you are thriving. You are so much better than how you were in 2022. And it just taught me hope. It just taught me that, when we're going through the deepest, saddest, most heart wrenching things, we there's no light. All we see is pitch black. All we see is darkness. And it just feels like our life would end, that this thing would destroy us, that our life would end at that moment. But what the comparison of 2022 and 2026 in the same scenario taught me that was that you need to be alive to see the good part. Because that bad part, that sad part, that part that is dreary, that part that is not good, will try to tell you otherwise, will try to tell you that I'm going to kill you and bury you here. Will try to suck life out of you, will try to drain everything that you are. But so long as you are, one thing it doesn't tell you is that so long as you're alive, you get to see the good part. You get to see the part where you thrive. You get to see the part where you rise above whatever rubbish that was happening at that point. Maybe not rubbish, but you know, that part. We don't need it. It is important for character development and for growth. That part. It is important, very, very important. I don't think this children that is telling this story would be telling this story if that part didn't happen. What I'm saying is, when you are in this dark place, yes, you would have suicidal ideations. You'd want to just destroy your life in one way or the other. But remember that once there is life, there is hope. It is only when we die that we stop progressing. Death puts a stop, a briefness to our journey. It's like that is the destination. But so long as you breathe in, So long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise you, Lord. Oh, my soul. Not only are you going to praise the Lord, but you're going to hold on to hope, to faith that there is something bound to happen because I have breath in me, because I have legs to walk, I have the hands to walk. Things are going to be better, things are going to change, anyways. So hold on to hope, dear brothers and sisters. Hold on to faith, because so long as you're breathing, things can turn around. Favor will surround you like a shield. Angels will protect you. Your oil will overflow. Your hands, the works of your hands will be blessed so long as you're alive. We don't know what is happening at the other side of death. So this one that you know of a little bit, be alive to see that the good happens. Be alive to see that the greatness happens. I do not know what you're going through. I mean, my own was, and let me not trivialize it, but it was a heartbreak. So I don't really know what it is that is killing you, that is trying to drain life out of you, that is trying to make you cower, that is trying to make your legs shake endlessly. Stare at that thing in the eyes and say, see, I see you, I acknowledge you, but I'm not going to live here without fighting a good fight. I'm going to be here, we'll fight, I will win, and I'll progress to the next level. Okay? Yeah. Challenges are not the end. Challenges are to be won. And guess what? You're a great soldier and you win anyways. Life is a warfare. So better win, okay? Okay.